much my identity was entrusted in something inanimate. Can I tell you? And for me, it was that, but it was also some other things. It was my job, it was my business, it was my car, you know, and we all have our thing. 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 Can I tell you when you figure out what your thing is? When he asks you to give it up. That's when you figure out what your thing is. Everybody got a thing. Everybody got one. We all got one. We all on the same plane of grace. We all got one. And when you figure out what it is when he asks you to give it up. And you're like, but this is who I am. And he says, no, that's not who you are. I've called you something else. I've given you an identity that's separate and apart from anything in this world, separate and apart from anything that you could ever desire or aspire to on your own. It's separate and apart from anything that you could gain in this life. It doesn't have anything to do with your possessions and how much you get, but it has to do with who I say you are and the name that I've given you. And I've called you holy. And I've called you righteous, and I've called you my son, and I've called you my daughter.